Before the episode begins, I just want to say, please excuse any background noise you may hear during the episode. Oh, and excuse, you know, the sounds of me sniffling. It's because I kind of have a stuffy nose because I'm kind of sniffling a little. So please excuse those things. Thank you and enjoy the episode.
All right. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Talk New Metal to Me. In this episode, I am joined by Eva.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for
Hi, my name is Eva.
hi. Thanks for taking the time to join with me today.
Of course.
Yeah,
Thanks for
so
having me.
of course, yeah, because I've heard interesting things of you, journalism.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So but take this as of journalism, like nightmare. Yeah.
What do I,
Like
yeah,
like so
don't worry about it.
well, I know it can be a little hard to um journal your dreams, but this one I was actually able to journal myself. Although I'm not a journalist myself, but I could still remember it though.
Hmm.
There was
Did you
this,
like write it down right as you woke up?
well, yes, I just wrote it on my phone. Yeah, like on my notes. So basically what happened was I was with my friend who was graduating, and then uh they look at one of their balloons and then they throw it and scream it. I was first confused, but it and then I saw something drop from it. It was a knife.
Oh,
I pretty much woke from that after they were crying from the knife. That was pretty disturbing. Uh I just hope I don't end up witnessing that, like, really, because sure, it would be really scary just seeing a knife. Like,
drop out of nowhere.
yeah, yeah. I would I would be scared too. So yeah. And then okay, this caused me to have a bit of sleep paralysis as I woke.
That's fair.
Yeah, because um I'm like, what was that? And what time was it even? I woke up. I looked at my phone and it was only 4. I'm like, 4? Yeah, because I had no clue what was going on. Yeah. But still, like, if um if I had witnessed that, I would have probably just passed out. And that's for sure. Um
In the dream, what was your reaction?
Confusion and fear. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Do you,
just total fear because yeah, like this all happens just straight up out of nowhere. Like,
you said your friend had just graduated?
yes.
Were you guys like at a graduation party, at a graduation ceremony? Was it before the graduation?
I think it was backstage somewhere.
Backstage? Were you graduating too, or just visiting a friend?
No, I wasn't graduating. I It was just the friend. Yeah. Um,
Interesting.
1 second. Go. Yeah, so and then recently the 360 had an update which no one had expected. So yeah, like, so I'm pretty sure you may have been aware that the 360 store had shut down last year. And
Yes. Yes, it did.
yes, and then after it shut down, the home menu only had 6 tiles on it. And then the game disc, and then the game icon just was stretched out like it couldn't even fit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So with the new update, what did they do?
Like the recent one,
Hmm.
they were promoting the next gen console, which is the Xbox Series.
So they're using their old consoles to promote their upcoming one.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
but here's the thing though. You can't click on the icons though. They're just there just to promote. But
Oh,
the good thing though is that the tiles are, at least the game tile isn't looking all stretched out anymore. That's a good thing.
hey, that's good. At least it looks better. If they keep updating it though, they should really work on the functionality of it. Otherwise, it's just kind of like you said, it's a promotion. It's a face thing that they have to be like, yep, this is really cool, but sorry you can't use it here. Go buy our new, probably really expensive one instead, which I could see as a kind of smart marketing tactic. But for those who still use the Xbox 360, I can see how that's going to be frustrating. I got rid of mine a few years back, but man, I got some of the best memories playing those games.
Yeah, I still have mine, but it's locked away right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
what was your favorite game?
oh, I was totally into Call of Duty. I actually still
That's fair.
am. I play it backwards compatible now, so yeah.
Yeah. I had the Xbox 360 Connect type thing going on. So playing like the Just Dance, I had specifically like the Disney Just Dance. That was really fun. I had a Star Wars game that was pretty fun as well. Got to like wield lightsabers. Some of those droids are the bane of my existence, but those are good times.
Yeah. Black Ops 2 definitely went good on the 360. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's my favorite of all time. And considering that the new Black Ops 7 is coming out this year, it's set to be a sequel to Black Ops 2 with the story continuing in 2035, just
Hmm.
10 years after the story of Black Ops 2 from the current year 2025.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's one
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
Like that's another thing. So yeah, it's 2025, the same year that Black Ops 2 took place. Oh, and with the filming date currently being July 2nd, 2025, Black Ops 2 is now set in the past.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like I
That's
know, like
oof.
just it's like it's like then it was in, the future, but now it's in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like from those who grew up in the 80s and everything, watching futuristic movies. I forgot which one in particular. It might have been Back to the Future. But when they
Yeah.
go to the future, it's like, oh, it's 2015 or it's this certain year, blah, blah, blah. But then you live past that year and you're like, wow, I lived past my childhood that I thought it would be, but it really isn't. It's just kind of reality breaking in a way.
Yeah. I mean, so far a few things have become a bit futuristic. Like there's more electronic boards.
Hmm.
Yeah. I wonder
I still
how
don't see flying cars.
neither do I. But I sure hope they make one soon. Yeah.
I agree. One that's safe too.
Yeah. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
don't want to crash while flying.
I know, right? Just fly next to a plane, just be like, "What's up?" and then just zoom on off. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
But there,
Yeah.
wonder how air traffic laws would work. Like, would it work with like how planes work? Would there be traffic in the sky? It's just things
Yeah.
like that that you got to consider, especially when world building in the future, how they thought the future was going to be compared to how it actually is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely different. But it's really cool to see that.
Yeah, totally. Like, and I wonder if they're gonna make robot humans. Like, that's another thing I've seen, like the robot humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like movies like iRobot or Terminator like being a thing, especially in the sci-fi genre. Um, Nowadays you have companies trying to develop. We already have really intelligent AI out in the world right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now they're trying to apply that to actual robots, which would be interesting. I know some companies have actually created human-like robots. But right now, really the closest thing you have to what's going to look realistic are like the most recent audio animatronics that like theme parks would use, like Universal or Disney.
Yeah.
Greatest example is Disney's new Tiana ride. Well, I say new, um, relatively new. on a Ride where they had the animatronics. Those look really realistic. But what happens if you apply the AI nowadays to those like robots? And the thing is, how have we treated AI in the past? If it becomes sentient, what's the world gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we gonna go down the Terminator route? Because
Maybe.
that'd be scary.
Yeah. Or
hmm
even worse, they you know, completely just make the world dirt.
Robo apocalypse. Well, they can't really do that because they are technology, so they are going to need technological things. Um, and honestly, there you could find a weakness, if anything. Like, oh no, robot uprising.
Yeah, and
Technology is going to be dangerous during that time because we don't know what they could control. But you could use that against them as well. Who knows?
yeah.
I'm hoping this is all going to be hypothetical and that none of this ever happened.
Yeah, and then what else? There's like holographic screens such as,
Yeah, like those 3D screens.
yeah. Um
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
I wonder if sometime in the future movie theaters would start using those types of screens, which
To promote or to show the movie?
well, pretty much both. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they already do that with their camera though.
Yeah. For promotion, I can understand how they would use that. If a movie were to be shown in that like holographic 3D aspect, it would have to be shot for that aspect. So not only would movie theaters have to change, but the entire entertainment movie industry would also have to change how they film stuff,
Yeah.
which we are kind of getting there with some camera stuff. I recently toured Nashville, so I got to see some pretty cool behind the scenes things. Like how we got those volumes nowadays that are basically screen backdrops that just pretty much help the background a lot. Those are pretty cool. But as for 3D, I feel like we are still a bit ways from that.
Yeah. So yeah, uh so every iPhone release they pretty much, you know, change everything about the phone
Yeah,
as well as the iOS updates. So I wonder how much more futuristic the phone will get as, the future goes on.
I've
Yeah.
seen some depictions of the future. They'll have holographic screens. So like you could just pull it up and it'll be like right in front of you and you can tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Um, it's interesting how the iPhones keep getting bigger, even though they're supposed to be small and compatible. I have an iPhone 8 still, so I still like to joke, I have a home button. That's how old my phone is.
Yeah.
Um, but there's phones out there that look as big as an iPad.
Yeah.
And you can't exactly fit that in your pocket. So the like software updates and all of that are pretty cool. It's interesting to see how they would develop that into an actual device itself because you have to get rid of the actual device part if it's going to be a futuristic holographic type of phone. They just kind of have to figure out a way to make that iOS settings or all of that internal stuff on the phone external to where we can manipulate it ourselves,
Mhm.
um, which would be interesting. I don't know how that would happen. They could control it from like their own HQ, but then that means they have majority control over our phones. We could have our own, but who knows how expensive they would be. Yeah, the future is a bunch of all hypothetical stuff. That's really interesting to dive into. But as for iPhone updates, they take up a lot of storage.
Yeah, basically like very large video games take up a lot of
hmm
storage. Yeah, like
I take a lot of photos and videos, so that kills my phone half the time.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Kind of like how I do on my phone, but except sometimes I just, take photos for photo dumps, but sometimes I tend to use my computer more for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like all the big softwares that you can't really get on an iPhone, those definitely go on like computers, or depending whether you have a Windows or a Mac computer, what's kind of like blah, words. What's compatible and what isn't. It's definitely kind of a struggle sometimes, but there's ways to work around it.
Yeah. Oh, and then question is water wet?
No, it is not wet. It
I
only makes things wet.
I was gonna say, like, I was asked that like weeks ago, and I thought it was. I mean, when when I touch it, it feels wet.
Yeah, but that's it feels wet, but it's because it's making your like if you touch it, it's making your hand or your finger wet. I am a strong believer in water is not wet, and I will stand on that hill till the day I die. Um, it just it's kind of hard to argue though, because if you're like, oh yeah, just keep water by itself, you can't prove if it's wet or not because you have to touch it, and touching it makes your like hand wet. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh, water is wet.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
but no, I don't think that is the case. I'm trying to think of like a good example or hypothetical, but
yeah.
no, that one's actually really bad. That would like disprove my point. I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say like, oh, is lava hot or not? But yes, it's temperature wise, it's gonna be hot. So I guess temperature isn't really valid or not.
Yeah.
However, I don't think water is wet. It only makes things wet.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
There's a video
YouTube
about that.
ads. YouTube ads. I am going to strangle YouTube ads. This is giving such Vine energy. I mean, he's proven a point. I mean, saying water is wet would be saying oil is wet or a juice is wet. But that just doesn't sound right, does it? So,
Well, okay. Now that the video's done, I'm gonna try and get rid of the screen sharing.
mhm.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. How do I get out of here? Oh wait. Uh,
There should just be an option that says, stop screen share.
oh, yeah. Here it is.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there's that, and you know, with that being said, there's there's your answer.
Yep, that's your answer.
Yep.
Water is, you've heard it here, folks. Water is not wet. It only makes things wet.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're still debating, you can stop here
Yep, meeting
because
adjourned. Like, it's been solved. Like, come on, guys.
yep.
But yeah,
So yeah, although it could still break something electric though. But
Oh no, absolutely.
yeah,
You never combine water and electricity. Please don't.
yeah,
There's a reason in some comedy movies people die with a toaster in the water because it's silly to have a toaster in your bathtub. But also, don't combine water and electricity, guys. Your weekly safety PSA. Don't do that.
yeah,
Like, don't do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. With that being said, water could also be used to cook, of course.
Well, yes. You boil it, you use it to like I don't want to say moisten, but like
Yeah,
cooking noodles, you boil it, it it absorbs the water. But then you can add flavor into that water. It's like saying soup is wet. I'm sorry. I'm back on that topic.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. I mean,
water. Oh,
um,
speaking of water, you and also people watching this, drink water, please. It's good for you.
yeah, good
Yeah.
thing I stay hydrated every day.
hmm I like to say hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate.
Yeah, like hydrate or die. Like instead of saying hydrate or die, I say hydrate or dihydrate.
Yeah,
So anytime any one of my friends is, I mean, like, I was like, have you drinking water? And they're like, no. I'm like, go hydrate before you dihydrate.
yeah. Like, well, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today.
Of course, thanks
Anyways,
for having me.
anyways, I just want to say one last thing before you leave. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.